Okay, I got my oil feed line coming from the filter housing, and there it is. This is actually a Motion Raceworks part, and I like it. Compromised. Another thing I like to do, there's a plastic thing here, and it holds this whole harness, and it's bolted here, and there's the intake mount thing, the vanity cover, or what else you want to call it. I always take all those out, and I just take a razor, I flip this over because there's a giant plastic piece that holds it flat, and I just razor up against the plastic, and then it comes right out. It's much easier to move this out of the way when you need to do stuff than leave it bolted. So that's done. The feed and drain are done. I'm procrastinating. I have to crawl under and pull the transmission cooler lines, pull all that out. I mean, I already cut so much of it out. Get them out of the transmission itself, and I think it started leaking because I was rutching on it to get the turbo kit in. I was bending them all over the place. Yeah, that's probably from the training. It was fine, like I said, till I did that. So we can expect to spill more today. Also, I can put the springies on the tabs more tonight on 3/4 ton news. Okay, crawl under here. So what I did was I cut this exhaust back because it's all gotta go anyway, and the cooler lines. Can you see them up here? Yeah, it's maybe even easier. So that's the rear one, like I was saying, and there's a front one. So the front one takes the shallow, and the back one, sorry guys, see this? The back one has a tube, the lube tube. So the normal ones are very short, they only have these threads. But the later model 80E takes this tube. So make sure you check that. Okay. Okay. Flipping you around. So, lens cap. There's this guy next, and I think I explained this previously. It's just a inline coolant fill, radiator cap, bleed, all of the above. So you get rid of that giant chunker over there, and you put this into fill, and then that goes to a overflow tank. Not an expansion tank, but an overflow. Sometimes on these cars and other LS swaps, I started using the Volkswagen Bubble because it has a 3/8 or 5/8 outlet on the bottom of the globe. And then in the top, it has a 1/4/8 or whatever you want to call the steam vent. So you can dump the steam vent into the top of it and then hook up. Usually what I do is I tie in the single lower outlet on it into a T-fitting into one of the heater hoses wherever it's easiest to do. And then it can act as a expansion, degas, everything. It's pretty much a perfect stock replacement. So this is an easy way to do it. I've done it many times. So we might do this and then show expansion tank. I'm not sure. The cool thing about the Volkswagen expansion tank is it's also a radiator cap. It's got a pressurized cap. It's like 18, 20 pounds. So that's enough of that. Let's cut this thing. Let's cut this thing. So you're just supposed to do it somewhere in the middle, and you can kind of eyeball it. Do I have anything for this? We'll just move it to the side for now. Okay. I mean, other times I have cut this and not cut excess. Other times I have cut excess, meaning in the center. You can cut it and move it out without much really hurting you. You can shorten it. You can cut out a section and shorten this up if you want. Realistically, free will is pretty insane. Cut nice, please. It's doing good. You just gotta roll it. I think I have a bigger, husky one. So I have a pointed one too, but in my opinion, it doesn't do as good for bigger hoses. I should have just smashed it instead of trying to walk it nicely, to be honest. Okay, what was that? I won't really. I will cut some excess out of the center. Let's cut, since this one's. What if I just power it? Yeah, it doesn't wanna smush the hose. Oh well. There we go. I did a better job on that one. Old hose. And then we can slide this over and pin it. Yeah, this is pretty good. So they gave hose clamps and everything. Let me dig that stuff out. And then I'll probably WD these to slide them on. And then I'll probably hose clamp them. Next, we're gonna take this hose, use that guy, use those hose clamps, and jam this in here. All right, now that I grabbed all my parts that I threw all over the place, like a dummy-dum, what I'm gonna do is put these together. I've done that and then I can't grip the stupid hose. Excuses. Excuses. Where do I want to put this? Which way? Do I want to put it under? I probably want to put it under so I can just tighten straight down. I don't want to install it and be like, I don't like this. Holy moly, we're gonna spray that some more. That's one of those where it's like partially installed and you can't get it where you want, or it hits a weird angle, or... Goodness! You don't even need hose clamps on this, I think. Oh, let's tilt that. That's what I was talking about. I probably won't be able to tilt it if I didn't... Oh, wait. Not that that's a big deal, you can take it apart. It's not like a brake nut or anything that's gonna ruin your day. Holy moly, maybe it's the powder coat or something. Yeah, see, the W Dizzle is... My hands are sliding. Struggle Street. Holy cow. That's what I meant, like... What if I can't even move the damn thing? I gotta take that off. We gotta try again. It comes off easy. Is it the powder coat that makes it that grippy? I've done raw aluminum ones before. Let's get wild. If not, I'm gonna heat it up. Oh, it's going on there good now. All right, cool. Now it's what I feel like is comfortably enough over the lip that it won't go out across the room. Hopefully. There's no guarantees with cars and computers. Only the word should. Should get your email. Should make 500 horsepower. Should start today. That kind of thing. Lots of shoulds. It's kind of like when Jay, my dude Jay Marr, says new. It's a new part, which means never ever worked. That doesn't mean good or bad, it just means it has no work history. You don't know if it's good. You don't know if something else is going to make you think the new part's bad. You know all of those scenarios. So we're good there. I'm waiting to get, see, I bought longer heater hose with 90s built in because I want to come in and across the fuel rail. I don't want to have to go all the way out and around I've done that and it looks pretty good sometimes, but I'd rather just do it easy this time and keep all of that stuff clear, because I want to do battery and some, I might move the battery over there. Anyway, too much talk. What is next? Well, I got those transmission fittings out. So, I pulled all the lines out and everything else, cut everything. I gotta run this in place. The fittings that go to AN are in the mail. Hopefully they show up today. So, minus a whale, hook this up, put the ends on it that go into the transmission cooler, and route them nicely so I can just put it all together at the transmission and be done, instead of waiting till I get the connectors and doing the front half. So, I got a funny one for you. This is funny, this poor truck. I was looking at this and I'm like, wow, how? Something doesn't seem right, but everything fits. That's weird. I'm like, why is it so? So I was looking at pictures and I'm like, this manifold is higher. And down here it's much higher. And I messaged John at Huron Speed and I'm like, is there a difference between the 2500 kit or what is happening? And at the same time I emailed, I was like, oh, I bet my motor mounts are disintegrated, or as my friend Ben says, mashed potatoes. And they are. It's completely bottomed out. There's no rubber left at all. So obviously in the other photos, the manifold is like here. And then this very easily has the height to go. This hugs that metal plate, the heat shield. It is like right up against it. So gotta do motor mounts. Sure, other things are gonna struggle to line up without the engine being like 2 inches higher. Yeah.